I'm SD, and like me, you are probably tired, so tired of wearing clothes that don't fit you the way that you want them to. So you have this brilliant idea to go out and get a sewing machine and change all of that. Everything's gonna fit you so well. You're so excited, but whoa, hang on. Before you go on that tailoring binge on everything in your closet, we gotta make sure that you double check and triple check a couple of things on that sewing machine before you get started. One, your bobbin. Your bobbin is that little spool of thread that sits at the bottom of your sewing machine, and it's what makes up the bottom portion of your stitch. And my brother's sewing machine has what's called a drop-in bobbin. Drop-in bobbin. They're fantastic. They're amazing. Now, there's some machines out there that have side-loading bobbins, and if that's you, may God have mercy on your soul. I'm sorry. I hate those so much. Hey SD, why should I care about my bobbin? Well, here's why. I cannot tell you how many times I've dove into tailoring something. I did not check how much thread was in my bobbin, and I ran out either halfway through or even like a third of the way in. In the beginning, when you make a bobbin, you wind it up, you're gonna realize that once you put it down there, it's kind of set it and forget it, because the thread on that bobbin lasts a really, really long time. So out of sight, out of mind. You won't think about it, and then you'll be sewing a stitch, and the sound of your sewing machine, it'll change ever so slightly, and you're like, something changed, and you look down at your stitch and it's only, well, there's only half of it there. And also, does your bobbin have the exact same thread as your top spool does? Because that's really important. You wanna make sure you do that. You might be thinking, oh, it's okay, they're the same color. I can just kind of pair them together, right? No, that's a kind of a big no-no. Well, not a big no-no, just enough of a no-no. You know? Because you see, what ends up happening is different brands can have slightly different textures or diameters between their thread, even if it's the same type and the same color. And it can kind of mess with your stitch tension a little bit, so that it ends up being either looser or tighter than you intended to be, which just kind of, you know, spirals out of control from there and gives you a janky looking stitch, which gives you a janky looking finished product. Or your needle will keep breaking over and over and over again, and you can't figure out why, so you just want to throw your sewing machine at the wall. Ask me how I know. 2. Double check the stitch type setting on your machine. This one's important because generally speaking, you want to make sure that your machine is set to make a straight stitch, not a zigzag stitch. And if you're just diving into this and just getting started, you might not have realized yet that what ends up happening is you'll finish up a project by putting a zigzag stitch right on the edge there, and you're excited, you're done. You don't want to do anything anymore. So that was the last thing you did on your machine, was set it to a zigzag stitch. You just put your machine away, carry on with your day, you don't think any more about it. So next time you go to use that machine, you just dive in because you think that it's set on a straight stitch, and you start sewing it, you're making a zigzag stitch, and you're like, oh crap. 3. Let's have an intervention about that needle. When was the last time you changed it? Sewing machine needles are not meant to last forever. In fact, they don't really last that long, period. They wear out over time, and what ends up happening is if you use a dull needle, you're essentially just kind of like punching a dull hole through your garment instead of, you know, kind of piercing the fabric, a nice smooth piercing motion. It's not good. Dull needles are way more brittle than brand new needles. This has happened to me before. Dull needles, they can break way easier. So what happens is you're sewing along and the tip will break off, and this happened to me to where it hit me right under my cheek, or right in my cheek right there, and I'm like, oh my God, I almost lost an eye. Are you kidding me? Like, I get goosebumps and it gives me anxiety just remembering that. Oh, never again. If you've been tailoring a whole bunch of your t-shirts, you're gonna get away with using a universal needle for a pretty good amount of time. But if in the middle of that project you switch over to 2 pairs of chinos, and then you switch back over to some more t-shirts, well, those chinos, they did some damage on that universal needle, a lot more than the t-shirts will, so it's gonna kind of expedite that process on, you know, unscrewing it and changing it and then putting it back in there. Needles are inexpensive. They're like $3 at Walmart. And now you're ready. You are ready for that tailoring binge. And what's gonna happen is you are going to get addicted to this. I tell everyone this. They always think that I'm kidding or exaggerating. No, I'm not. It's gonna happen to you. So good luck and Godspeed. SD out, deuces.